All right. So, hey, welcome back to Cinesquad. I'm Chase.
I'm Lawrence.
And we're back. And so we're going to be talking about latest films that are out now.
Yeah.
All right. And everything as we've been doing and everything. So, I mean, like, I've been really excited about this particular film. Not only because of Brad Pitt, but, you know, I love me some action and everything. So that it doesn't have to be Marvel film action and everything. So, I mean, so obviously we're talking about Bullet Train, which has just come out and everything. And, you know, and I didn't realize how star-studded it was going to be. And it's made by David Leitch, who's one of those stuntmen come directors. And everything like that, you know, kind of like a Chaz guy who does the John Wick movies and stuff that. You know what I mean? So what are your first initial thoughts around Bullet Train?
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I like the action. The characters were all amazing. The storyline was okay. I didn't really get into the story plot really of it all, but
it's a MacGuffin story.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, Hitchcock made it famous, you know, like with Maltese Falcon and everything else like that. You know, so you know what a MacGuffin is? It's like pretty much it's a plot device that is the reason to move characters forward, but the plot device itself is not as important. So usually it'll be like an object or a case. You know, so in this particular case, you know, Brad Pitt was hired by his handler to get a case from a bullet train and everything and deliver it. You know what I mean? And like the story was less about the case and about the people who were after the case.
Yeah, and like especially like, you know, since like, you know, the case is like the main like part of like why these characters are all on this train. Really, they're all after this one case and what's in it. Really, so that's what's really interesting about it. Really, is that like they're fighting over this case, and it's just really all craziness. To be honest with you, to me.
Yeah, no, exactly, and basically, you know, so what was also interesting is that like usually. You know, there's often like you probably don't remember 10 Little Indians, but there usually is that kind of story where a bunch of characters come to a location. In this particular case, a moving location of a train, and one of the characters that are there, it takes the place of another character. Yeah, and like, you know, so it's kind of like, oh, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. You know what I mean? And then that person ends up blowing everything up. You know what I mean? So like Brad Pitt, you know, he's nicknamed the Ladybug. Strange name, right? And everything. But he was replacing another guy, you know, who was supposed to actually do the job.
Yeah.
So the bad guy, what's he called again? Michael Shannon's character.
Oh.
The Devil Father or something.
Yeah, he was like Russian, I think. So,
yeah. He was a Russian guy. Anyway. So everybody was really after this guy. And this guy was purposely hired everyone to be on this train.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like Unknown Mr. Owen, you know, and 10 Little Indians and everything like that. So the Brad Pitt character was somebody he wanted revenge on. And then realized that, wait a minute, that's not me. I'm not that guy. I was, you know, I mean, he was sick.
Yeah.
And funny enough, that guy was played in a small cameo by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I had the prediction I was going to be in the film because when I saw the trailer, it said from the directors of Deadpool 2, and I was like, he has to be in this. If it's the same people who did Deadpool, I was like, come on.
Well, if you think about it, remember Brad Pitt's appearance in Deadpool 2?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was only in there for a flash of a second as the
Yeah.
Vanisher. So, I mean, that's what I was asking you before. What was really interesting is because there are two characters in this film. Sandra Bullock, who is the handler. Right, so mostly we just see her as the voice, but you know, we get clips of her, and then we get Channing Tatum.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as just some random guy on the train who thinks, you know what, you want to do something sexual? I mean, I don't do that. But if you ask me, okay. But what I was trying to say was is that this film was shot at the same time as they did Lost City.
Yeah.
You know, so if you think about it, Brad Pitt makes an appearance in Lost City. Don't you remember? And stuff like that. So, like, if you haven't seen Lost City,
yeah, I remember now because I was trying to remember, but he was the guy who had that like the long hair. And all that.
Yeah.
The proper action type of
He
hero.
was, yeah, exactly. You know, so like, I just thought it was like a quid pro quo because if you think about Shannon and Sandra's appearance in this film, they only had to probably do like a day or 2 days at max.
Yeah.
You know, and it could have been in between the filming of their own film. Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, and then Brad is like, hey, you know, quid pro quo, I'll do like about 2-3 days in your film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I just thought that was really interesting because of, you know, not just because of COVID, but it's like also friendships, you know, because, you know, like Brad has, rumor now is like Brad has this list of who he will work with. You know, the Brad, we call it the Brad list and everything like that. And so I guess he worked with those two, you know, and everything that they trade up as well as Ryan Reynolds. So this was really like, you know, what we call a cameo filled piece.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so Brad gets onto the train and everything, and you know, two of the interesting characters he meets are the twins.
Oh, yeah, the twins.
So twins. What was it? Orange and tangerine?
Yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know why they choose like fruits as like code names. I thought that was a bit strange, but it was funny at the same time.
Which has orange and tangerine. They're both the same.
Yeah. I think
same
my favorite
color.
Yeah, I think my two favorite parts of the twins is when they're having their own like personal fights with Brad Pitt's character. Like I like how like it was which one was the Tangerine, I think it was. They was like in the quiet zone and like, you know, they were like put you up, but like
Brian Tyree.
Yeah, him. That's the one. Like, I like the scene where they're just like, you know, in the quiet coach.
And the woman kept going.
Yeah, that was like, you know, proper funny. Like, it was, yeah.
I mean, I love that. Like, it's like that Jackie Chan quick kung fu action and stuff like that, you know, and everything. And but what was interesting about it is that which we don't find out until later is that you know, because they're killers, like expert killers, the twins, it's like nobody actually knows what they look like. Yeah. You know, because they would have killed you. So they already know of them, like if you hired them, they know of them as the twins. Yeah. But so they don't know that one's black and one's white. So, and then they gave us a flashback, was like, it's like they grew up together. So they were probably like foster brothers. Yeah. And stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then Brian Tyree's character, you know, had a strong affinity for Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, yeah. Which was crazy because I'm like, I never really watched that show. But he was kind of like, you're a Diesel or you're you know, whatever, something like that.
I found that quite funny because I used to watch Thomas the Tank Engine when I was grew up. Yeah, I used to watch with my brother. So yeah, so I thought it was kind of a nice like childhood reference to me. Right. So I mean, like, was the characteristics of the trains and all that? You had like. He had like different trains for different like personalities. So like Diesel was like, you know, you were like it's like a divvy or something like that to the person really, and you know, Thomas is like, you know, oh, you're like the leader or like the top train or something like that. And like, you know, so like but so it seemed like at the center of the story was like
was interesting is that there was this Asian father who was forced to come onto the train to get this case because his son was pushed off a roof, which is kind of dark,
Yeah.
right, and everything. But he survived. But like it was kind of like, then his son was like under, like we will kill him if you don't do this thing for us.
Yeah.
So like so that's why he was on the train and everything, and and what was the girl called?
Ooh.
Because she had a nickname that it wasn't like Queen or something like that, but
The princess.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was something like that. And Princess and everything like that. So she was deadly, and everything, and so it was kind of like they had to get this case from this Russian dragon guy, and basically she wanted the case because she wanted to kill the Russian dragon.
Yeah.
So she needed to put a bomb in the case. So again, another Hitchcock reference of a bomb being in the case, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And everything, and and for a bullet train, it made a lot of stops.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Where the guy kept saying, I don't believe you got the case. Get off the train. Let us see the case and all that sort of kind of stuff. And so I mean, there was complexities to the plot to move it along. I mean, like being that you're on a fast moving train with all of these different stories, there was like several different plots going on.
Yeah.
So did you find them easy or hard to follow?
Like I found some of them were hard to follow, but then some of them were just like, like I get that now and everything, and like, like I think the one that didn't really interest me was the one where we were introduced to that character, the wolf, I think his name is.
Oh yeah. The
like,
wolf from the wedding.
Yeah, from the wedding. I was just, like he was an okay character, but like, I just thought,
It's the way they tell the flashbacks, because like basically Brad Pitt's trying to get off the train, and then all of a sudden there's this guy standing in front of him, pushing him back onto the train, thinking that Brad is the one he's after.
Yeah.
Because someone had poisoned his wedding. So there's a character who uses snake venom.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And then that character's on the train and stuff. And then that was actually played by the delicious Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
Another fucking great cameo. These are all, I mean, maybe because it's David Leitch, these are all Deadpool 2 cameos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything like that. And, but yeah, this snake venom and then the snakes on the train and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just really wild.
Yeah.
And, but it's great that it makes sense in a way because, because Brad had gotten the antidote early.
Yeah.
So then that way when he encountered her and then he got bit, it's like, well, good thing I already had the antidote, right?
Yeah.
Right, in my system or whatever and stuff. So it was just like one of those. But then also too is what about the fact that like, not many people. Well, I mean, I guess he died, but not really. I mean, like at the time, like when you're killing off characters, and they're dumping them in the bathroom. Then they were all they were all still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would have spoilers by the way if no one's seen the movie yet, but like when
we always do spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, don't watch this show if you don't like spoilers.
Yeah. But when Tangerine dies, dies, like,
which was sad.
Yeah, which was actually really sad. You would have thought he was actually dead, but like there you go. That he's alive.
But I love the reveal of that because like what happens is the princess, whatever, she's and Tangerine and everything, and then you're thinking, oh man, no. I mean, I actually like this guy. Yeah. And you also felt it when his brother found out that he was dead. He goes mad, but then he really actually he gets taken out as well. But then when we find out when go back to the bodies in the bathroom, that he actually had a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So so it made sense. Oh, okay. I mean, as far as the father, I didn't understand how he was still alive.
Yeah.
And everything. But then also his father shows up because played by Sanaka, Hiroki Sanaka, who's always in these films and stuff like that.
I'm glad he's in this film because he's like one of my favorite Japanese actors.
Yeah. And everything. So and then he reveals that do you think I would leave my grandson unprotected? Yeah. And everything like that. And it's like, why couldn't you just say that earlier so that way the dad couldn't have to go through all of this?
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? And stuff. So it was all that kind of cool. But as far as the brother is concerned, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, that was a cool fight in the kitchen with Brad.
Yeah, I love how he just brings out the witty British banter out, really, like being British myself. Like that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and then the whole like no, I like the bit where the Asian girl comes in and Brad's like, "Can I have water, please?" You know what I mean? And then it's like, I ain't got no money. You know? He's like, good. What? You serious?
Yeah.
In the middle of a fight, you want me to give you money for that? Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
And stuff. But then it was like, because then there was that whole bit about following the Fiji water.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. I just thought the film, I loved all of its little flashbacky storytelling moments to lead up to these moments. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was very non-linear storytelling.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And Michael Shannon was actually a surprise as well.
He was a surprise to me, actually, as well. I didn't notice he... Because the last big film I saw him in was in Man of Steel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But the thing I didn't like about his character, he had long hair, and I thought he doesn't suit long hair, in my opinion, really.
But what I liked about it is that he looked like Kaiser Sose.
Oh, yeah.
From The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like that because the long hair was supposed to throw you off because like you just said, you don't really see Michael Shannon with long hair.
Yeah.
And so with all the tattoos and all that, so you're like, who is this guy? He looks more like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, is that gonna be Mickey Rourke or something? And so that was kind of cool, actually. And then so the thing I didn't really like was the sequence where they go on top of the train. First of all, I hate scenes on top of trains.
Really?
Well, only because it's like a train is moving at 1,000 miles an hour or whatever it's moving at, and your human body cannot fight the wind that should be blowing you like a feather.
Yeah.
Right? And so like I hate that. But then when Aaron Taylor Johnson was on the front of the train.
Oh yeah, like,
and then he was like, punching at the window, which should be like super plexiglass.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Again, at top speed on a moving train.
Yeah, I would have.
Front of it.
I would have thought sure he just like he would have like just like got pushed back by the wind.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like he's on the front of the train punching through the window and then punches his way into the train. You totally blew the verisimilitude and whatever at that point. And when everything else works so well, something should have told you, especially being a stuntman or ex-stuntman, whatever, something should have told you this is not going to work really. How else can we get him inside the train?
Yeah.
If we feel we really need to do outside the train, which I didn't really think was that necessary. It was like, it was starting to get over the top kind of stuff, the fire at the front and all that other kind of stuff, But I understand that sometimes it's like bubbling up water, like when you squeeze a bottle and stuff like that. You gotta go the distance.
Yeah.
It's gotta get bigger and bigger, like as you get to the climax, and everything else like that. So the girl, the princess, is revealed as being the daughter of the dragon, and she wants revenge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was on
not
the
to
train.
mention Tangerine and Orange were also guarding the dragon's son. Remember when he was killed?
Yeah, but she killed her own brother.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just jealous of girl stuff. And but that's what I'm trying to say. It was vengeance all around for the dragon. He was running vengeance on everyone. So I love that whole reveal and stuff. Like everybody was supposed to be there. That's why I said it's very much like 10 Little Indians kind of thing with a Maltese Falcon, MacGuffin deal. And then so train crashes into the village.
Yeah.
Final fight between the two fathers, and everything. And then, the princess reveals herself, and then she gets hit by a tangerine truck.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, I did not expect.
Yeah.
I did not expect another twist reveal with that. Whereas, because Tangerine was fighting on the guy on the train, and they both went into the water.
Yeah.
So you thought Tangerine was dead again.
Yeah.
There's a second death for Tangerine and stuff.
Yeah.
But then it turns out that he comes out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, a Tangerine truck. And then he drives all the way to the end site and kills the girl. So he gets to avenge his brother.
That was really nice.
Yeah, but I mean that was unexpected. But that's like where you say, oh, okay, it's cool that you can throw things that are unexpected into movies nowadays, because it's like you could predict everything. But so that was really good.
Yeah.
And everything, and and then Sandra Bullock shows up, and everything, and I guess Brad Pitt is lucky where he thought he was unlucky.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there was something about a ladybug in its spots or something like that. That a ladybug is a good sign of luck and everything, despite that it's bad luck. I don't know what they were trying to say there, but yeah. So either way I just thought it was a really good film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. Like, I hope they make
another one.
Well, not like another one, but something similar to it, really.
Well, I just enjoy, this new Brad Renaissance. I mean, of late, he's just been doing consistently good films, making good choices, since Once Upon a Time in China, not China, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And everything like that, I just think that he's been consistently making some good stuff and everything. And that's why, him being at the linchpin of this film, I knew it would be a good film to watch. And everything. So, so anyway, so that's our review of Bullet Train and everything like that here on Cinesquad and everything else like that. And I mean, like I said, I know, people often say spoilers, but by the time this comes out, the movie's been out for about 2 months already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's that's just how it is. And, basically it's supposed to be about, what did you love about the film? I mean, what was one of your favorite sequences? What was your favorite characters or something like that? And share your thoughts down below and all that kind of stuff. We want to be able to, communicate. We communicate on Facebook, YouTube, and all that other kind of stuff here on Liverpool Online and everything, and in the Geek Essentials. So, yeah.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right.